everybody, we have made it down to Sebring for the Trans Am season opener 2021. Crossing the bridge going into the track here. Famous Sebring International Raceway. This is kind of our home track. Lee has probably a couple thousand laps here for all the times that he has, been racing here long before we got involved with Trans Am. We've done quite a bit of endurance racing here with our Champ cars, and we had a real long run with the Champ car series where we had 9 years where we had finished on the podium. And Lee has, I believe, 4 victories here or 5 victories here. I can't remember which. I know we won 14, 15, 16. We won last year. I think we had a third one year because we started to lose a transmission, so we just stuck it in 4th gear and ran the whole track in 4th gear. So we're gonna get to work and see if we can, we've got some new rule changes that we've got to work through for this year. Some different stuff we've set up on the car. You guys saw the side skirts that we fabricated in the last Viper video. See how we like those, see how Lee likes the new brake package. And hopefully we can have us a good weekend and come home again on the podium. All right, well, thanks for following along. That was kind of loud. Thanks for following along, and we'll see if we can give you guys some exciting on-track footage later in this video. So for typical Florida, we're fighting rain. So we got done with one session. They were finishing up a session right as I was pulling in the gate. Had to drop my kids off at school this morning and then fly down here. I'm not sure if this storm's gonna get us, so we're preparing. We're supposed to be on track in 20 minutes. So we rushed the car back out of the trailer, checked everything over. I mean, it came a really good rain after the first session. The TA2 class is headed on track right now. We're cleaning up, getting ready to go out. Getting ready to go out for our second test session. Got some good data from the first session, making some changes for this session, and see if we can go faster. You gonna go faster?
Oh yeah.
You gonna go faster, driver?
Always, always.
So much for that idea.
A little wet.
A little wet. Literally, as we were getting the call to pull out, they were counting down on the radio, and pretty much everybody's bailing, everybody's on slicks. Yeah, we could put reins on and go out, but tomorrow's looking clear, so it would just pretty much be a wasted session. I'm getting soaked. Welcome to the world of professional racing. Good job, Travis.
Oh, standing in his tent, huh?
Make sure you just look so excited to get out there in the rain. Alright, that's gonna wrap us up for today. See you back in the morning. Alright, right, well, we're back at the track. It's a nice sunny day. I mean, gorgeous day. No rain in the forecast. Getting ready to get the Viper unloaded. And on to another day and hopefully some better testing today. So we have qualifying this afternoon and then the race tomorrow. But today should be a pretty good day for testing. See if things go a little better. Changes to the car. Air's a little better. Hopefully we'll be a little quicker today. Qualifying is our next session. So we're gonna make some changes during the session with the shocks. I'm gonna send him out for 4 laps and then we're gonna bring him in, make some shock adjustments and send him back out and see if we can get some more changes to benefit the car during the race. So here we go. In the pits, I forgot to video it, but we went through, took all the brakes off the car, checked our pad wear, both on the leading and the trailing edge of the pad. Just trying to figure out how this new brake combination is going to work out. It's a different feel for Lee, so it's taken him a little bit to get used to that. It, if you think about, see if I can explain it the way he explained it to me. So the old setup hit real hard, but then kind of faded away no matter how much more pedal you gave it. So this new setup doesn't hit as hard initially, but all the way through the braking zone, it's biting harder and slowing the car down more. So for 3 years, we've had the old brake combination in the car, and he's used to hitting the brakes in a certain range of areas where he needs to go 50, 60 feet deeper because he's over slowing the car. So fixed quite a bit of that in the last session, and now we're after it again. Once they pull out here, I'll flip you guys into the in-car and you can go for a ride with him. Droneworks Corvette put in a wicked lap. Like, whoo. So we're in with a 212.3. Might have been a little bit left in it because we only went 3 laps. But they went a 209.8, real fast. So we try and do as few qualifying laps as possible because we have to race on the same tires we qualify on. And the guy in 3rd place was about a half a second behind us. We've been watching him during their other sessions and they didn't think he was going to be able to catch us. We put our best time in. So we just brought it in because there's no way we're catching that 209. So we're just going to try and save the car for the race. And see what happens when everybody's out there on track together. All right, everybody, it's race day. It's windy. Hopefully you can hear me. A little bit of race day drama for us. In here going over the car and found a little crack.
Get out of the way. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Found a little crack in the expansion tank. So we're gonna rip that off. I'll go weld it up, put it back on, get it topped off with water, and we'll get ready for the race. All right, so we are almost ready for race. We fixed the expansion tank, kind of had a little bit of a thrash. Got the tires back on her. And you hear the other teams warming up their cars. We've already warmed ours up, checking the expansion tank. And there's a race on track right now. They just had a crash and red flagged the race. So it's gonna move our race backwards just a little bit as far as our time slot. But we're ready to go. Hopefully we can have us a good race.
One person wants to do 7 just in case if I have it. That's it.
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
go.
7 is the one by the hotel, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
All right, we are 1 minute to start command. It is race day. All right, Lee, let's do this.
yeah, baby.
Trans Am 2021, here we go. Right about now in this video is when I thought I was going to be putting the race footage in from the in-car data logger, but we had a problem with the SD card and I have no footage. And that's not a good thing because after every qualifying and after every race session on track, we turn in all of our data to the Trans Am official and they review that data kind of in their own time after the race weekend to try and set the parity for the cars, see how the race went, see, you know, when you have the data from the car, whether it's throttle position, brake pedal position, and the speeds of the car, you can determine acceleration graphs, see how the cars compare. Well, this was a really important race to have that data because it's the first race of the year. You can kind of see how the the cars stack up with the 2021 rule package. And we had a data failure. So the SD card was in the logger. I've got to do some testing now around the shop. I'm not sure if it's a corrupt SD or if it is a problem with the data logger itself. So sorry I didn't get you guys a video for in the car during the race. Lee and Justin swapped the lead back a few times to start the race, and then Justin got around us and kind of checked out, and the race went green the entire time. There was no incidents for the entire race for either of the classes that were on track. Good race to start the season for us, and we'll go on to Road Atlanta and hopefully do a little bit better. See if we can bring home a win at Road Atlanta.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Michael Phillips, third, Lee Saunders, second, Justin Oakes, first place, first SGT race, no, in the Sunoco hat. Hold up the trophies. Hold up the trophies. There we go. Chris Clark, tell me when you're good. And then if we get you guys to switch to the Pirelli hats, and you can put the Sunoco hats down. Thank you. Lee, you're an old pro at this podium, aren't you?
Been there a couple times.
Hold them up, ladies and gentlemen, those beautiful Crystal Sensation trophies. We want to thank them and all of our sponsors and marketing partners at the wonderful Trans Am Series presented by Pirelli. Thank you to everybody for coming out, and we're about to do
Road Atlanta, I believe in a month. See if we can do something a little better to hang with him. Alright, so some of you guys were asking about the restrictor stuff, and I'm going to show you. So the throttle bodies in the car measure 75 millimeters a piece. Originally we had a 71.5. Then they've kept shrinking us down, See how they just keep getting smaller and smaller. Right now we're running a 47. This is a 46. Just trying to limit the air going into the engine so it limits the horsepower. So if everybody was just free to do whatever they wanted to do, horsepower wise, it would just be whoever could spend the most money and make the most horsepower and all that other stuff. So trying to keep parity between the cars, both with weight and with restrictor size, in theory keeps the competition better, keeps more people involved, all that good stuff. So well, that's gonna wrap up this video. Appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Go to winwithksr.com, get you a shirt or a hat or a sticker. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Travis.